Okay, hello, hello. Microphone check 1 2. Okay, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Chris Legaspi. Today we're going to continue the daily drawing for the head drawing challenge for the month of October. Today I'm going to continue with some anatomy studies. This drawing here is from yesterday's drawing and stream. It's the muscles of the superficial muscles from the sculpt of Goldfinger, Elliot Goldfinger cadaver sculpt. And today I'm going to continue with the muscles of the mouth. So if you're new to this challenge, if you're new to me, and you want some head drawing resources and lessons, I've created a head drawing quick start mini course. This is a 7-day course that includes videos and handouts, and you'll get a new lesson emailed directly to you every day for 7 days. Each lesson covers a specific topic in head drawing. And all you have to do is go to my website at www.drawwithchris.com/headdrawingchallenge, and you can enter your email and you can get access and start learning right away. So that's the quick start course. Let me give a quick shout out to our Facebook group. This group will only going to be open for another 3 or 4 weeks, but this is the group that's who's taken the official challenge that started earlier this month. And let me give a quick shout out to some of our members here. Bart, this is Norman Rockwell, really nice master. One of the challenges is a daily master copy. Anatomy is one of the challenges. This is Anchana. Wow. I think it's the same reference I'm working from, or one of the ones I have. Abraham, day 13, 10-minute pose. Wow. Graca Cruz Lima, day 14. Some Loomis copies. Great. And Oliver, some anatomy. Ooh, really nice line work there, Oliver. So that's the Facebook group, Head Drawing Challenge Facebook group. Thank you for all the posts. Sorry I don't get to reply to everyone, but I do see all of your posts, so I really appreciate it. So let's get started today. Looks like the stream is healthy for, okay, let's, boom. So I'm going to start with just a kind of a rough drawing, and then I'm going to go back and look at some of the medical texts and references. So this is a photo of the anatomy tools sculpture. So if you are watching for the first time, comment below. Let me know where you are located. Where are you watching from? What time is it for you? I am currently in Thailand at the moment. It's I'm an American. I live in Thailand. It's 9:20. 9:20 here. So there are a lot of very curious muscles happening in the around the chin. So I'd like to kind of become familiar with those. And especially specifically around the nose. Interesting muscles happening there. If you just joined us, I'm doing the daily drawing here for my head drawing challenge for the month, for this month, and I'm continuing with the week of anatomy studies. This will be my last one for this week. This is day 14 for me, and I'm going to do muscles of the face. I think I would like to do the neck, the bones in the neck sometime. So I believe this is what's called levator labii. This is the this muscle here that runs along your nose and attaches to the orbicularis oris muscle. And this is levator scapula, I believe it's called. Well, we'll find out. This is what I wanted to learn today, is what's happening here. I don't quite know. Let's look at it quickly at another reference. Okay. So I have this thing, orbicularis oris. There's a nasal muscle. That's interesting. This is levator something. What is that? I'm curious what that is. I believe that's levator labii. Orbicularis oris, surround muscle. I'm not quite sure what this is. Shoot, so many layers here. Now I'm getting lost. Okay, interesting. So it appears that there's a... So this diagram is a bit confusing. Let me jump onto another one here. So it's good to have multiple references, of course, when you're working from live. So you kind of have a depressor, labii. Okay, that one's not clear. This is from a New Masters Academy. Okay, this one's pretty clear. So this would be DA, depressor anguli oris. This one is called depressor anguli oris. This is risorius. I believe that goes underneath. That pink one is DI, depressor labii inferioris. Okay, so that's what that is. And the mentalis. It's weird mentalis does that. I've never seen mentalis look like that. So this, obviously, this diagram is a lot different than, okay, it's a lot different than what I had. So let's look at mentalis quickly on the interwebs because I need to know what okay, looks like here you go. It looks like it kind of has this shape. Okay, kind of goes in and attaches to your chin. Oh my goodness. Here's another diagram. Okay, here's a pretty useful diagram. So yeah, it looks like this one overlaps levator something. Levator. There's a both. Levator means raise. So they probably raise your lower lip. That's what they do. Oh, here's a good one. Okay. So what is the function? Let's just quickly look at mentalis function. Mentalis, according to Wikipedia. I normally do this at the end, but I want to make sure that I have, because I'm going to draw this in ink. Mentalis is a paired central muscle of the lower lip, situated at the top of the chin. It originates from the mentum and inserts into the chin soft tissue. Okay, the primary effect of the mentalis contraction is the upward and inward movement of the soft tissue of the chin, which raises the central point of the lips in turn. In the setting lip, mentalis muscle contraction can bring temporary but strained oral competence. In conjunction with orbicularis contraction, the mentalis muscle allows the lip to pout. Pout. Externally, mentalis contraction causes wrinkles on the chin. Oh, I see. It is used in expressions of doubt or displeasure, sometimes referred to as the pouting muscle. Okay. Oh, it's a muscle that causes pouting. Raises your chin. Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Thank you there, Wikipedia. So let's go back to the reference here. Okay. Well, let me ink my drawing real quick, just so I have these locked in. It does have a nose, what I thought. So what I'm doing is going over my drawing in pen. It's just more comfortable for me. And it kind of locks in my drawing here, so I know, okay, this decision I made is Mentalis there. This is the frontalis muscle. Drawing here. Don't want to spend too much time on these. We covered these already. But the mouth muscles are relate to the eye muscles, specifically the levator. This one. So this one you see on a lot of people. That's why I wanted to study it, specifically that muscle. So this must be that muscle I drew there must be the levator labii. There's two. It has, I believe, it has 3 heads. This is the zygomaticus minor. These are the bones attached to your cheek. Masseter here on the side that clenches your jaw together. So what you use when you chew. Risorus kind of affects your lips. This muscle here. Now we getting to the mouth muscle, lower mouth muscle specifically. I just forgot the name already, but I know they're kind of in this order. So it's actually not clear on this skull diagram. That's okay. Or this, this anatomy head that I'm using here. It's not 100% clear. The it's a lot of lens distortion. Orbicularis oris. So this it's a round, like donut-shaped kind of muscle that wraps around your mouth. So there's some deep muscles there. Don't quite know what they are. So I believe I'm in a good shape. I think so. These end up looking a little spooky. Okay, so orbicularis oris is here. I'm going to see if I can do a diagram on my own without the teeth, or without the lips, excuse me. I believe they just completely wrap around your teeth there. I could be wrong. So this would be a nice view of the mentalis, the pouting muscle. Let's quickly review. Okay. I have another diagram from Google here. Yeah, okay, looks like You have 3 sets of muscles. Depressor anguli oris. That's this one. Depressor labii. Okay, so they're both called depressors. I guess they must lower your lips, and your mentalis sits somewhere at the bottom there. So there's a mouth muscle here. Levator labii, nase superior nasi, or something. Has a long name. There's a muscle wraps around your nose as well, and that fits under the nostril, and then it leads to, there you go, leads to levator labii, this one, and minor major, I believe. Okay, minor major. Okay, so just quickly, because this is the muscle that I wanted to study the most, is this one. I believe my drawing is not 100% accurate right now, but I just want to have something there. When I look at this, it reminds me of Attack on Titan. It's an anime series where one of the main characters is basically an anatomy man. That's what it looks like. Okay, feel pretty good about that. And I wonder if I can get a side view. Might be nice. My drawing feels a bit has some distortion on it. The chin is huge. It's the reference I got, has a lot of distortion. So depressor, mentalis, pounding muscle, depressor, bicularis oris, levator something nasi, has a much longer name, levator scapulae, risorius. And if you're watching at home, don't think you have to know the names. I'm just doing this for me. This helps me to lock in the knowledge. I'm sure I'll forget the names in about 15 minutes after I stop this stream. You have to constantly review. Okay, so I believe this is... It's a cavity, actually. And there's a muscle around your nose. What is that? Muscles of the nose. I'm gonna look that up in a second. So all of these drive the movement of the mouth. And when you draw portraits, you often see this muscle for sure. You can see that on me, on quite a lot of people. It makes a wrinkle. And when these squeeze together, you can see the wrinkles there. And this is a hole. So let me quickly this looks so creepy. Let me quickly look up the nasal muscle. The proportion is a bit distorted in this drawing. So I'm going to do a Google search. Muscles of the face. Let's see, what is that muscle that wraps around your nose? See if any of these diagrams have it. Nasalis? I guess nasalis makes sense. Okay, so yeah, nasalis. This is the levator nasi. Okay, so it's called nasalis. That makes sense. Actually, my drawing is a little bit inaccurate. It's a lot inaccurate, actually. So it would look like that. That's interesting. I wonder what it does. Okay, wonder what it does. Well, this stream took quite a bit of time just to get it to work. I had to close the stream. Let's see if I can find a nice... okay, that's going to eat up some bandwidth. Let me jump back on the reference here. Browser reference. Okay. What I'm going to do is see if I can find another. What is that muscle on the reference here? Okay, let me just quickly do one more little drawing here. Because I'd like to do a couple views if I can. So if you just joined us, I'm doing a anatomy study. It's part of my daily drawing for the month of October. And I just did a week of anatomy for the head drawing challenge. This was my week of anatomy, just to kind of demonstrate, my process, if it's helpful to some. And I shot these photographs with a camera phone, and the lens distortion is just, it's very obvious to me now. It throws the proportions way off. Even though I'm just doing the mouth, I like to just kind of give myself, one pass at the whole head, the whole skull. I find that's it's just useful and to get my mileage. So nasalis, levator, nasi, levator, there. Zygomaticus major, orbicularis oris, lips. So I believe a lot of these muscles you can see. I think it would be good to do a tracing. I know it would be good to do a tracing. That would be the next step in learning anatomy, is to do this part and then carefully do a tracing on top. Of a photograph, some reference. So here we go. Just gonna do my second drawing in side view, just so I have a more complete understanding, a three-dimensional understanding of the muscles of the mouth, which is what I'm focused on today. So maybe you're watching this and maybe you've drawn this sculpt before, anatomy tools, or maybe you have it. Comment below. Let me know if you have this reference sculpture, or maybe you've drawn it yourself. It's a really cool sculpture. Okay, Nasalis. Don't want to spend too much time on the muscles outside the mouth, but just for again practice, review, mileage. Okay, risorius, masseter, depressor. They have an interesting. I need to study that in detail, but that's for another day. They do have an interesting way that they connect to each other. Depressor and Mentalis, which goes directly into your chin. I'd like to study that neck bone. You don't see it too much. It's called the hyoid. I believe it's called the hyoid. See, I should do some homework. Which is that bone in your neck. There's a little tiny bone in your neck, actually. You can feel it if you... Okay, so let's see. So this is depressor muscle. Mentalis, orbicularis oris, the upper portion. Nasalis, levator nasi. So I know you can see that. And you can see this on some people probably. For sure you can see the cheekbone, which is here, but this is the zygomatic major, minor, levator, another levator muscle. I'm not worried about the eyes. This is a cavity, but inside is the buccinator. Should probably suggest that. There you go. It's the buccinator. Drew that yesterday. Or 2 days ago, I believe. 2 days ago. Okay, so I think that's about it for today's stream. I'm going to just hop on to some questions here. Thank you for joining me. Sorry about the earlier chat. It crashed. Nothing I could do. The software I was using crashed. I had to reopen it. All right, so thank you for joining me here. Let me quickly check out some of the comments here. Thank you for all your comments, or if you're watching live or in the replay. Okay, Valentina says, hello, I have a question. Is it too late to start posting on your Facebook group? I started this challenge. I've already did draw for 8 days. Yeah, to qualify for the prize, but you can post, absolutely. Should I post all of them these days to officially start challenge or group, or is it too late to post now? Well, it's too late to, if you want to win the prizes, I'm going to close that off. So the deadline for that will be, was um, October 12th, I believe. I'm from Romania. If it really motivates you, and I really appreciate your interest in these videos. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Hello from Romania. Put this here. I like this guy. Looks like a bit of a poo. Noreen says, love the videos and find the muscles challenge. I'll go back to practice portrait. Yeah, me too. Keep challenging yourself gradually with the muscles. You'll get there in time. Agreed. Sorasat says, Sawadi Cup. Sorasit. Hello, Sorasit. Sawadi Cup. Sorasit from Thailand. Hi, Chris. To learn anatomy, do you go in a certain order or do you juggle between several parts? Yes, the bones first. That's a great question. So number 1, the bones. And then number 2, superficial, which means muscles that are obvious. For example, on your chest, the muscle on your chest is very obvious. It's called pectoralis. Your shoulder muscle is called the deltoid. So the ones that are really easy to see, your neck muscle. This muscle here is called trapezius. This is sternomastoid. So these are the obvious muscles. They're superficial. They're easy to see. And then dig in a little more, but for sure, you need to draw bones, 100%. The first bones you need to learn are the skull, number 1, the rib cage, number 2, the pelvis, number 3. Skull, number 1, rib cage, and then the pelvis. And then everything else will kind of fall into place. And once you draw enough skulls, you'll kind of get a feel for how the muscles fit. So I hope that answers your question. The order is muscles first, absolutely. Bones first, excuse me. So I really appreciate all your comments and questions. Tomorrow's stream will be in 12 hours. It will be in California Pacific time, will be 9 a.m. No, 9 p.m., excuse me. 9 p.m. In my time, Thailand time, it will be 11 in the morning for me, those who are in the Asian or close to Asian time zone. And yeah, don't forget, if you haven't already, if you're new to me and you want to learn head drawing, if you want to learn more about head drawing, I've created a head drawing mini course. It's a 7-day course where you'll get a new lesson every day for 7 days, and it's sent directly to you by email. Each lesson covers a specific topic on head drawing. Anatomy is one of the topics. Day 5, day 6, day 4, and day 5, you'll get into the anatomy and the features. But yeah, and this mini course is free, so all you have to do is go to my website at www.drawwithchris.com/head drawing challenge. There you can get instant access and start learning right away. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you for your comments, and I look forward to seeing you in